Good morning, everyone. I'm just gonna wait a few seconds to see if everything is working. I'm gonna start with a little warm-up. You don't need any props, so you only need the mat for today. Disclaimer. So courses personal become accessible to all. Participants who are not Canadian Armed Forces members recognize and acknowledge that their age, health, status, and physical fitness level are unknown. And it is entirely up to each individual to assess their ability to participate in this class. Since it is preferable to consult your physician before beginning any exercise program, we invite all participants who are not Canadian Armed Forces members to consult the Get Active Questionnaire of the Canadian Society of Exercise Physiology and its reference document. If you experience any pain or difficulty during the exercises presented in this video, it is recommended that you stop and consult a healthcare provider. If a CAF member sustained an injury during this video, please remember to fill out a CF98. Also, if you want to tag yourself using the hashtag CAFPSPFitness or using the hashtag CPPPSPFAC, that would be awesome. So I'm going to get started with the warm-up. And sorry for the music in the background. Someone is giving a class just in the other room beside, but I won't be using any music, so to make sure that you can understand me. So we're going to start on our back in a supine position, and we're just going to work the activation of the abdominals. So here I'm going to exhale, and at the same time I want to press my lower back into the floor. Also, I want to pull up my belly button, and I want to maintain this engagement for 10 seconds. Okay, so if you're not there yet with me, go in the position and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. I'm going to add just a bit of technique in this exercise. So I'm going to glue my knee together, and I want to keep a pressure. I want to squeeze my knee together as I do the exercise. So relax your core, and then exhale. Press your lower back, squeeze the knee, belly button up, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Next one, I'm going to extend one leg at a time, keeping my lower back pressing into the floor the more I can. So you can keep your hand, your finger there on your belly to make sure that everything is braced. And same thing, I'm going to exhale, press my lower back, belly button up, and extend one leg. Come back. We're going to do 10 repetitions. Maintain the core activation. 2, other leg. 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure you don't lose the connection with your lower back. 7, 9, and 10, last one. Perfect. I'm going to roll on my left side, and I'm going to use my left arm as a pillow. Then I'm going to place my bow tie to have a 45-degree angle with my body. So let's say 0 degree would be to have all my body in the same alignment. So I just bring my knee a bit more in front. So starting here, I'm going to lift this knee to have the max height I can. And very important in this drill, because we're only working on the activation, so it's important to do it properly to have the good activation. So I want to keep this hip bone stacked on top of my hip bone. So you're going to see if I open a bit too much, this go back. So this is the farther I can go with my knee to keep my hip alignment. Okay? So reach the more external rotation you can. Brace your core and keep your hips stacked on top of the other. And then we're going to just keep, so my axis is going to be my knee, and I'm going to go into an internal rotation, the max internal rotation I can. Again, I want to fix my hips, so I don't want to go with my hips forward to reach more range. Okay? And then I'm going to extend. Again, I'm internally rotate. Come back, externally rotate, toes up, fix the hips, and bend. This is 1 rep. We're going to perform 3 reps. Okay? Internally rotate. Extend. Externally rotate. Bend. 2 more. Internally rotate. Extend. Externally rotate and bend. Last one. Internally rotate. Extension. External rotation and bend. Perfect. Same thing the other side. So this time I'm using my right arm, 45-degree angle with my legs. Starting external rotation for 3 reps. Keep your left hand on your left hip to make sure it stays at the same spot. Internally rotate, extend, externally rotate, come back. First move, second move, third, and come back. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and come back. Good job. I'm going to do a last one to make sure that the glutes are activated, because we're going to work also with some bridge variation. So let's come back on our first side. And this time I'm going to ask you to have a high knee position with the bottom leg. So you can lay on your left side. My left leg is bent. I want my knee at the same height than my hip. With my other leg, I'm going to go first in extension. So it's not supposed to go that far back, because our pelvis stay in a retroversion. So try to go the farther you can back, but you want to keep your core braced. And then I'm going to internally rotate my right leg. So I want my toes to point down. This hand, my right hand, is going to be down to keep my balance. And in that position, I want to do some lift. So I want to raise as high as I can, and I want to keep always my toes pointing down. For 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. So again, high knee extension, internal rotation, and 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, make sure that I'm live. Perfect, someone is watching. For the 2 people watching, can you tell me if the sound is good, if everything is working, if you can just give me a thumbs up or something like that. And we're gonna get started for the core training. So we're gonna perform each exercise twice, and it's gonna be a 30-second effort each time, okay? So first movement that we're gonna play with a bit, it's a variation of tabletops. So I'm gonna start, if you're wearing some shoes, it may be better without shoes. I'm gonna get ready with my timer, perfect. So I wanna stack my shoulder on top of my hands, and I wanna have my toes anchor into the floor. I wanna make sure at first that my knees are just under my hips. And then here, I'm gonna anchor my toes into the floor, and I wanna do a hover with my knees. For this position, I want you to exaggerate the push. So to do a protraction with your shoulder, so I don't wanna be resting in my shoulder like this. I really wanna resist against the floor and lock my upper spine. Okay? So for 30 seconds, it's only going to be a hold to start and get familiar with the position. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Protraction, keep the knee close to the floor. A tiny engagement like we did in the warm-up to squeeze a bit the knee together, but the knees stay apart. Press your knuckle into the floor, press the fingers, brace your wrists. Less than 10, 5, 3, 2, 1, and done. Perfect. So we're going to perform a second time this exercise. And after, I'm going to have a bit of challenge with this move. Get ready for a second set. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Press the palm down, lift the knee. Seconds. Done. Make sure you keep your shoulders stacked on top of your knuckle. Almost done. And done. Okay, next one, 2 option. So I can keep the top of my feet in contact with the floor, so I won't have my toe top. This is the first option. And I'm going to have my hands super close of each other in the floor. Okay? So here, first option, I'm going to push. Push and touch the shoulder. Okay? For 30 seconds again, choose the level that is best for you. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Make sure that your hands are closed. Transfer and then touch. Push, transfer, touch. Keep your knee close to the floor if you're doing the same one that I'm doing. And done. Good job. A second time, same exercise. I'm going to do the other option, the easiest option for the next one. Get ready. In 3, 2, 1, go. Shift and touch. Belly button in and touch. Almost done. And done. Perfect. Okay, next one, 2 option again. So it can be a classic bird dog with only a leg movement. So I'm going to slide my leg back and I want to keep my core engagement. So this is the first option. As you can see, I'm not arching my back so my leg don't go very far up. Okay. Second option. So I'm going to have my toe tuck and I want to extend and keep the same height between my knee and the floor. Really important. I don't want to extend or lift my knee as I extend my leg. Okay. So next one in 3, 2, 1, and go. So it's a bit more challenging for the quad, this one. Keep going, after. Three, 2, 1, and done. And rest a bit. Same thing, I'm going to demo the first level for the next one. So get ready in your tabletop position for a second time. In 3, 2, 1, and go. There's a lot of noise today in this room. Keep the protraction with your shoulder. Slide the leg. Engage the glute. And done. Good job. Okay, next one is a bit trickier. I don't have any option. Well, I'm going to give you one. So it can be only a hover like we did for the first one, or I'm going to ask you to do 2 steps in front and 2 steps back. I'm always going to walk with opposite leg and arm. Okay? So this is how it looks. So opposite leg, opposite arm, opposite leg, opposite arm, and then I come back. So it's just a bit tricky when you're on your second step. Just move again the same arm and same leg to do your 2 step back. Okay? So we're going to move back and forth for 30 seconds. If it's too confusing for you, just hold the isometric position with the knee hovering the floor. Okay? Be ready in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, come back. 1, 2, 1, 2, come back. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2. Almost done. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good job. Perfect. And again, I will demo the easiest version. Be ready. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Second set. So just a reminder, you can keep doing the first one I did. I just want to make sure that everybody has an appropriate level of training here. I want to make sure you don't forget the easiest option. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good job. Perfect. So that's it for the tabletop exercise. We're going to switch with another movement. So now we're going to do progression with the bridge. Okay. So the first one, I'm going to start both feet together. And I'm going to be in a supine position. So here, my feet are together again. I'm engaging my glute, and I want to spread my arms to my side. Okay? So first action is to lift the glute. And then extend one leg and the hard part open to the side without any drop of the hip. I can help with my arm. And then come back and down. Okay? So we're going to do one time only the right leg is moving. So again, I'm showing it. Up, extend, open, come back, and down. Up, extend, open, come back, and down. 30 seconds this, and then we're going to do the other leg for 30 seconds. Okay, be ready. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Up, extend, and open. Keep the hips level. Keep going. 10 seconds left. Perfect. And then other side. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Up, extend, and to the side. And done. Perfect. Next one. So I'm going to do a high knee here. So first option, I start both knee down, and my legs can be a bit apart. So up and a high knee. This is the first option. You don't want to have your legs too wide because it's going to be tricky not to fall on one side. So maybe not glued together, but just a bit of space in between the feet. So this is the first option. So I come back, both legs down, and I'm only doing one leg at a time. Second option, I'm going to press my palm into my knee as I do my movement. So I always want to keep the pressure in my palm, so I want to lift higher my knee, and I want to engage my lat at the same time. The challenge in this one is really to go all the way up with your hips. Okay? So 30 seconds per side. I'm doing the hardest version as I did since the beginning. First. And go. Less than 10. Keep going. and the other side. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Try to lock this elbow here. Extend the elbow. Keep going. Make sure that you keep your core engaged for the whole time. Exhale up, engage the glute. Exhale up. And done. Okay, next one, I'm going to glue the palm of my feet together. And I want to have my knee to the side. Okay, so here, I'm going to brace. Yeah, it's tricky to explain, but I want to brace my ankle so I don't end up too much in eversion. So I want to press a bit the side of my foot into the floor to make sure I don't go fully in my inversion range. Okay? And I want to keep the knee the more open to the side I can as I'm going to lift my hips up. Okay? So brace the ankle, knee down. Brace the core, exhale up with the hips. Okay? So for 30 seconds, in 3, 2, 1, and go. By the way, I see the time fly fast and I have a lot of exercise, so I kind of switch to do only once each exercise. And done. Okay, next one is going to be we're going to be using this same kind of bridge. I want to place my feet down with in between 10 centimeters. Okay, so I want 10 centimeters in between my feet. I'm going to start in the same position, but this time I have like a bit of a space between my feet. So I'm going to go up, replace my knee stack on top of my feet, and add a push up. And then open the knee to the side. It's normal that my hips go lower, and then down. So max height with knee to the side, and then replace the knee up, and a kick up, keeping the core engaged there. Okay, for 30 seconds. And go. Halfway, knee up, and up with the hips. Knee to the side, keep the hips super high, and lower. Up, knee up, and down. And done. Let me check the next one. Okay. So that's it for the bridges. We're going to move on with some plank work. So first, we're going to start with a normal plank. The easiest version for this exercise is going to be on your knees with straight arms. So I'm going to lift slightly one knee, extend the leg, and then slide my leg in front. Okay, so you want to have kind of a slippery floor for this one, or to have like socks on. So we're only going to perform it for one leg. Okay. Other option would be to be in a plank on your feet and then slide them more in front your leg. So as I'm sliding, I don't want to change the height of my hip. I really want to maintain like a hollow body shape all the time. And third option, which is way much harder. So you're going to go into your plank, you're going to lift, and you want to hover the floor and then come back. So 30 seconds per side for this one. Choose your level. In 3, 2, 1, go. Try to minimize the movement in your spine. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and done. Perfect. Same thing the other side. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Make sure your shoulders stay stacked the more you can on top of your hands. 10 seconds left. And done. Good job. Okay. So now, I said planks, but it's going to be a lateral plank. So I want everybody on the knees for this version. So I'm going to start my hip on the floor and my top arm on my thigh. And we're going to do both sides, so you can start with the side you want. So as I'm lifting my hips up, I want to raise my top arm, and I want to finish with a lateral bend in my spine. And I want to reach in front of my head. If you have like a little something, let's say a yoga block that you can like reach a certain height, like the goal is to reach on top of your head and not forward, but the lower you can. And you're allowed to bend your arm too. Okay. So for 30 seconds, go in the bigger range you can. And for those who struggle with shoulder pain sometimes, make sure that you're always pushing, resisting, pressing your elbow into the floor to make sure that you're not like resting in your shoulder. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Try to push your hip forward as well. And then switch side. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Lift the hips and reach far. Drop the hip down in control. Five seconds left. And done. Perfect. Let's come back with the plank on your first side. And then I'm going to have my hips raised to form a nice line with my spine. And this arm is going to be on top. And I want to do some circle. The movement starts from the shoulder and not like the wrist, neither like the elbow. So it's only the shoulder moving with the straight arm. So this is going to make us struggle a bit more to keep everything braced. So the goal is not to move at all with your torso, basically. Okay, so after 15 seconds, I will ask you to change the momentum the other direction. So clockwise and counterwise after, or the opposite. In 3, 2, 1, and go. And switch direction. Two, 1, and down. Same thing other side. And 3, 2, 1, and go. First direction. This exercise is also possible. It's also possible to do it on your feet, but I prefer to work more the technique and do it on my knee because it can become quickly chaotic on the feet. And switch direction. Going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Good job. Let's come back with your first side. Again, we're going to do a last one with planks. So I'm going to do a running momentum with my legs. So I'm only going to move the top leg, and again, I'm going to be on my knee. So I'm going to start, I can keep always my hand on my hip bone, and I'm going to do a high knee and an extension. When I do my extension, I don't want to arch at the same time. I really want to keep my core tight, and the faster I do my movement, the harder it's going to be for the core to resist to the extension for sure, because you don't want to arch. Yeah, it's going to be harder. So get ready in 3, 2, 1, and go. High knee extension and keep this hip high. Press your elbow into the floor. Hip bones stack on each other and shoulders stack on each other. Keep going. 3, 2, 1, and down. Other side. Last plank, everybody. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Extension, high knee. Keep going, halfway there. And done. Perfect. I think we have time for two or three other exercises. Perfect. So I'm going to start with 3 options for the next one. So easiest version is going to be my palm pressing down. I'm going to start with straight legs. I make sure my lower back is in the floor, and then I go into a tuck. I bring my chest, my knees towards my chest the more I can, and I want to keep my heel close to my butt at the same time that I push with my arms. So straight and push, and you can use as well the momentum to get there. Okay. So if you have sometimes discomfort in your back, that's really the first one that I want you to do, because the other one is going to be a bit more stressful for the neck, and it's going to ask you to be more in flexion. So really be wise about the exercise you choose. So next one, I'm going to start here, bend, and then straight. Bend back and straight. Okay, so this is my second option. And the last one is going to be keeping the legs straight all the time. Okay, So same movement when my legs are coming towards me. I'm going to push with my palm down. Okay. So I'm going to show the hardest version, but keep in mind the easiest one too, because I'm only going to do it once, this one. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Perfect. And remember all the versions for this one, because it's going to be exactly the same, but except that my arm won't be an extension here, they're going to be in flexion. So I'm just going to demo quickly all the version. So it's going to be here. So I don't want my arms to be passive down there. I want to have a little engagement and my head up. So first one. This is the first option. Second one. And third one. Oops, sorry, with straight leg all the way down. Okay, so same momentum, but just not using the arms. Okay, for this one, I'm going to demo the first option, I think, because I think most people will be doing this one. So overhead in 3, 2, 1, and go. Straight leg, and then round back, pull the knee towards your face. Halfway there. Keep going. Less than 10. And done. Perfect. We have time for a last one. Yay. Okay. So we're going to start with the connection with the elbow here. And I'm going to have my arm overhead this time as well. So first option, I'm just staying there and I want to press my elbow into my knee. Okay? I don't want any space between my lower back and the floor. If it's not approachable for you to have elbow to knee, it can also be a straight arm with your palm touching your knee. Okay? So this is the first option. It can be this or this. And you just do a hold. Second option, again, it can be the palm on the knee. I'm going to extend and come back. Extend and come back for the second version. Okay? In 3, 2, 1, and go. Make sure you keep that pressure in between your knee and elbow. And if you can keep your head raised the entire time, that would be ideal. Because we want a strong neck as well, not only strong abs. 2, 1, and done. Same thing the other side. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Press even more a bit your lower back. Half done. And done. So it's already time to end the class. I hope you enjoyed the class today. Whoop, I'm a bit off the center. So enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you had a good workout. Bye bye.